What's up, guys? It's Yo Super Players, and I got an amazing deck profile from a very good friend of the Super Players, especially Tony G. My good friend Brandon just took the PPG event. Brandon, I want to hear. Come on, man. Let's hear you talk.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Yeah, I just won the PPG event with a Cell Surge discard deck list that me and my friend Sosa have been working on for, I don't know, like the last 2 months, just mercilessly playtesting it over and over again,
And
making all our friends hate us by ripping their hand apart.
And this was the the largest online tournament thus far, right?
That's what George Machado said on the group, which I didn't even know, but that makes it all the sweeter for me. That's really cool.
Yeah, dude, it was 126 people, and you came in first, dude. That's wild.
Yeah, when you put it like that, it is pretty crazy.
Yeah, dude, I was watching. I was like, whoa, it's Brandon in the finals, and he's playing Cell Surge. What is going on? And let's run it by. Let's run the deck profile, man. Cell Surge. Look at the top 5 cards. Unawaken, and you add 1 card among them, and just drop 1. And then when he's awakened, if your life is at 4 or less, choose 1 card underneath this card. And then until your next main phase, your opponent can't play cards in active mode. They come in rest mode. And not only that, there's another effect if you choose the other one. Is your opponent chooses 1 card in the battle area and it KOs it. And then they discard 1. So run it through me. Why did you pick this leader, man?
Like I said, just been testing it a lot and really having a lot of fun with it. It's been the most efficient hand discard deck that we've been able to come up with. Obviously, the original inspiration was a list that Eggman piloted a few tournaments ago, like a couple months ago, and his was like an aggro version that he was using the ability to rest things to be able to just push in every turn and then not like have any fear of clapback because everything was just going to come in rested, which was cool. But I've always liked hand discard decks. Like you know that I love playing Golden Frieza discard.
Oh, dude, I remember you were playing that on the last big event we played together.
Yeah, so I went and took it a different route and just focused more on the hand destruction part and tried to fine-tune it towards that and just really going after the hand.
Ooh, cool. And let's start off with the Unison card since it's already set 10. Let's talk about Vegeta Resolute, Agent of Destruction, and we ran 2 of these guys and 4 Demigra Unison of the Sorcerer, or of Sorcery.
Yeah, so Demigra is 100% the MVP. That card is the main reason I want to play green, basically, is he just does so much. He helps you awaken. He's a 15k beater in the Invoker matchup, which I had.
Yeah.
In round 2, he just completely shuts down the ability to keep that Invoker or the Vegeta on board because he can just pop something 3 or less ignoring barrier.
Yep.
So he just does everything you want, and he is live turn 1, and he's really easy to find because your leader searches top 5, so you can do a full mulligan, and if you still don't see him, you look at another 5, and more oftentimes than not, you just open with him turn 1, and then that immediately makes your Frieza charismatic villain live turn 1, which is really good for shutting down your opponent's turn 1, turn 2, and just kind of making it difficult for them to play the game, more or less.
Yeah, I saw that you had it all under control the last game. And I'm going to run through the extra cards. So the 1-star ball, Parasitic Darkness, Cell Kamehameha at 2, For the Greater Good at 1, and then Shocking Death Ball at 3. Why those extra cards and the ratios you have?
So 1-star was the main card of the deck in the original list that we were testing, and it's a cool card, but didn't end up playing into it a whole lot when we were testing it before. So we slowly trimmed it down to do 3 and 3 of the ball as well as the Dark Infestation that it goes into, and then just trying to find room for more tech cards and stuff. Just kept trimming it down, and 2 and 2 felt good. It's something that if it comes up, it's nice. It's nice to turn a surprise attack Frieza into a 15k crit swing, and then go into the Dark Infestation and go for a double strike swing and use his effect to make him discard another card. And it's a cool combo, but it's fine at 2/2 because it's not the main focus of the deck anymore, at least in the way that we've been playing it and I've been playing it.
Okay, cool. Dude, I cannot believe in the last round, I think in the last few like minutes of the game, you had 3 shocking death balls. I'm still gonna mention that. You had that
Oh,
in your
yeah.
head.
And then I upped that too because originally I was only playing 2 negates in the deck and it was just 2 shocking death ball. And then I just was afraid of aggro, and after AOD came out, we
Mhm.
started testing against AOD, and that's when Vegeta, the Resolute agent, was added because
Just nukes the
just
field.
yeah, just wide boards were very problematic, and he's a good finisher too. Like
Mm-hmm.
this deck is really built to try to get your opponent's hand to 0 cards in hand and then just crit them to death, and him being a double strike crit is just exactly what you want. And then also just having that ability to play him for 5 and take 3 cards out of their hand,
Gotcha.
it's just really good. So yeah, but like I said, with the aggro increase that we kept seeing a bunch of AOD matchups,
Oh,
I bumped up the shocking death ball to 3,
Mm-hmm.
and then tested a lot against Invoker. And even though Invoker isn't really an issue for this deck, in my opinion, I still wanted to have that for the greater good in there,
Gotcha.
just in case.
Just in
It's,
case.
Yeah.
All right, and then we're gonna go down to the. This is where I'm starting to see it gets really expensive.
Yeah.
We have the.
Even the Cells Kamehameha is
it's
gone
pretty,
up a little
yeah,
bit,
dude, it's like a $15-$10 card or something, and
which
then
is the card's not super necessary. I played it a couple times today. I charge it a lot, but it's nice when it happens.
when
It's
you pick the right card from their hand.
yeah, exactly.
And then we're gonna go to obviously Dodoria, the cold blooded. We have 4 Ribriannes, 4 the green yellow super combo, and then 3 of the great apes. So run that down for me really quick.
Yeah, so Dodoria we added once we were testing a lot against Vegex and
Mm-hmm.
just really wanted a better, more efficient way to take out the Unison. So that 1-drop double strike to attack Unison was the main reason that it got added, but it also was another way to get us down to 4 life to be able to activate our surge abilities.
Nice.
And so I used him quite a bit today, more so than normal, because usually I don't need to go into double strike for game that often. It's just, like I said, crit them down
Yeah.
with between surprise attack and power of legend. You just kind of walk them down, and then you have Deity's Wrath.
Mm-hmm.
It's not fun, but he ended up coming in clutch a lot today, so I like him a lot. And then Ribrianne is just the bread and butter. It's literally the heart and soul of just ripping their hand to shreds. Like
Yeah.
there's 2 games today where I awakened turn 2 where it was just tap 2 for Ribrianne, awaken, tap 2 for another Ribrianne,
Oh,
take
wow.
4 cards out of their hand, and then
That's a lot, dude.
yeah, and then like surge ability, rip a 5th card out of their hand, and then they're down to like 1 card in hand on like turn 2.
Oh, wow.
And I just putting somebody in that predicament, even with a card like Saiyan Instincts being a thing,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't necessarily get you out of that jam. It can help like stop the bleeding, but if you don't top deck well, then I'm just gonna keep Ribrianning you. And I know one of my opponents was stunned that I hit him with all 4 Ribriannes within like 3 turns.
Oh, wow.
So-
What? You hit him? Wow. In 1 turn? You did that?
No, not in one
was-
turn.
I was
Within
like,
like the
whoa.
first 3 turns of the game, because I found them off the top 5 search, and then the reason
Oh,
that Dr.
wow.
Giro has been so good is because he pitches her to the drop too. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of the times where I'll just swing with a surprise attack, drop a Giro. Now it's a 25k crit coming in. They either have to combo out of it or they
Yeah.
lose that life, and then tap 2 and Ribrianne them. And
Wow. So you pretty much.
he's
pick
really
him-
good for.
I'm sorry. Go for it.
Oh yeah, he's also really good for arrivaling the Krillin 18, which
I was about
is
to
the
say
new
that.
addition to the deck. And man, that card is fantastic.
All right, let's talk about that. So one thing I want to talk about is the Frieza Dark Infestation. Why? I think there's two Xeno Friezas, right? And I think it's this one and another one. I don't know what the other one does, but why this one though?
Because it's a double strike, which is kind of nice if you need to like double strike a unison, or in the way that I like to play the deck, which is get their hand down to 0. I mean, it can just kill them from 2 life, because I'm not playing any Champas in the deck, so really the only double strike I have available is either through Dark Infestation, Dodoria, or Vegeta. So
gotcha.
It's another pseudo finisher, but a lot more oftentimes than not, it's just another way to discard their hand, because it's you activate main is to discard him, and then you make your opponent pitch a card, and then if they have 3 energy, you get the ball back. So just as many cards that take cards out of your opponent's hand as I can fit in here is basically what the goal of the deck is. So that's why people don't have fun playing against it, because it's just me
hand
saying
destruction is terrible.
Yeah.
You're just sitting there and you're just like, all right, I'll lose 2 more cards. And go for it.
It's just that people will be sitting there with, that one last card in their hand, and then you're like, discard it, and
that hurts.
You can see, and you can feel the heartbreak. And
I've been on the tail end of that, or I've been the one delivering that, and it sucks both sides.
Yeah, definitely. When I tested against this deck, I did not have fun either, which is why I knew it would be a good choice, because it's tilting. So
yup. And then obviously I see that you run 3 Fused Zamasu and Charismatic Villain. Those are like the best combo you could probably do in the deck. And then why do you run 4 Cell the Dark Parasite?
Yeah, so that card is, if Demigra isn't the MVP, it might be Cell the Dark Parasite as a close follow-up. Even though Ribrianne is the bread and butter, like I said, every card in this deck has... I actually was looking over my matches and everything, or my matchups, and looking at how I played today, and I literally played every card in this deck at some point. So it all came together really well, and the Cell I use so much because it basically makes your leader, the negative aspect of your leader's unawakened side, non-existent. You get to look at the top 5, pick whatever card you want, and instead of discarding a card and basically going even, you can discard this card and then use its effect to send it from the drop to the warp, draw a card, so now you're +1, and then take a life to be +2, all while being able to just search your deck for whatever card you need. So,
and is that done turn 1? Can you do that turn 1 right away?
Yep, you can start doing that from turn 1. That card is
a 30k body on field. Yeah, I'm just tripping out on that. It's just a 30k body attacking you every turn. Like that's.
Oh no, not that part. Yeah, you can't play it. You can't play it turn 1. That you have to have 4 or more energy for. But
I was like, what?
Yeah, the drawing and taking a life to your hand, you can start doing that from turn 1, and it just helps you get to that 4 life, so you can surge, start using your surge ability, and it gets your hand parity up, because while I'm consistently Ribrianning and getting you to discard cards, at the same time I'm using this Cell to draw a card, take a life, and then the only time I'm swinging at you is with crits, so you're not getting any resources from your life unless you take them yourself.
Oh, dang.
So
that's a strong card. Plus a lot with this guy, it looks like.
Yeah, he's great, and he actually 2 times today I had him in hand where my opponent had 1 card in hand and they're at 1 life. I go to swing for game, so realistically, and I combo nothing. So like, even if they combo to super combo a Bibbidi in the Vegex matchup, for example, or just a regular super combo, draw a card, and they combo out of the attack, and now they're down to 0 cards in hand again, he can just play out for free by sacking all of your green yellow cards, and then 30k swing for game. That happened twice today. I actually didn't need to play him, but he was there, and so if they didn't die, they were gonna. So
and then last but not least, obviously one of the best secret rares in the game is the Cell Xeno Unspeakable Abomination.
Yeah, so I added him when I added the Krillin 18s because originally the deck was playing Ribrianne and popping, using that pop effect to like bring out surprise attack.
Gotcha.
And it just didn't come up often enough for me to to want to play it. And I really like Krillin 18 because I like obviously, like I said, more discard is better for me. But the Godstrike Beerus effect is also really good on it for defense. So
oh yeah,
it can kind of come in even more clutch if somebody's swinging at you with a Cell Zeno. You can just be like, take away Quad Strike. And so he got added because of that card, because I started arrivaling those much more aggressively, because instead of tapping 2 to do a Ribrianne and make you discard 2, I'll just tap 2 and arrival 2 Krillin 18s. You still discard 2, and now I have 2 20k beaters on board too.
Dang.
To just start applying pressure with.
Yeah, you're right. So, that's insane.
Yeah. Between those two, or between Krillin 18 and the surprise attack Frieza, you can get to 12 a lot easier than before, and it became playable when previously I didn't really feel like it was. And obviously, like you said, it's just an amazing SCR. So if you can play it, you should play it.
You should play it. And there you guys have it from Brandon, first place winner. This guy crushed it. He destroyed everybody, all 126 players, or 25. It was a lot of people. I consider this the open regional, or like the regular regionals we would have in person. Any last minute shout outs, dude? You want to shout out anybody that plug in?
Yeah, like I said, my buddy Sosa that has been testing this and helping me refine this and working on the deck with me for so long, and then my playtesting group of people that come over and help get me experience with the Invoker matchup, Gotenks matchup, Vegix matchup. I got to test against all these different decks because I had a good group of friends that are committed to helping me test, even though I haven't been able to play online very much.
And there you guys have it. So definitely check out his Twitch as well, guys. Support him. He's a great friend of the Super Players, and we support his channel, Mr. Plus. Go follow him on Twitch. Go check out his awesome gameplay videos that he does with DBS. And not only that, you also do like regular games, right? I think.
Oh yeah, a lot of PC gaming, from League of Legends, TFT, Valorant, anything on PC.
So definitely go follow him for your Super Players. Support our homie. And yeah, and thank you, man, for coming in. I know it's late out there. It's late over here. And thank you for taking the time to obviously do this deck profile with your Super Players, man. And thank you, man. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate you asking me to do it. It was a fun event, and I'm glad it went well. I been saying this deck was good, but now
you
now
made everybody believers, dude. And there you guys have it. From Brandon and your Super Players, y'all stay super. Destruction scene. As I go in, I be going for game. Everyone here knows I cannot be tamed. I got no shame. You love my flow. I'll take your life away like Piccolo. I'm number one, no in betweens. Always pull up with my Android 18. Broly and Cell, all in my team. Guess you could call me the number one fiend. Double strike crate, you take those hits. I take it all in this game, Dragon Ball. Double strike crate, you take those hits. I take it all as I make the light fall. Double strike crate, you take those hits. I take it all in this game, Dragon Ball. Double strike crate, you take those hits. I take it all as I make the light fall.